And Alexandra, they had the full run of weather for Essence Fest. It's always a hot weekend, but they also had a little rain,
yes,
everything.
Yeah, you're right. And there are probably many of them going to get out of town before, the Texas landfall we're expecting with Beryl. And actually tomorrow for us, we don't have Beryl impacts so much as just heat. We have a heat advisory in effect tomorrow. So if you're sticking in town another day or so, it's going to be a hot start to the week. But we do anticipate lower temperatures and higher rain chances on Tuesday from what will by then be a much weaker and far inland Beryl. For now, Tropical Storm Beryl is still in the Gulf. It has not strengthened very much at all today. North-northwesterly movement at 12 miles per hour, and you can see its rain bands here. It has expanded in its coverage. It's a little more widespread, a bigger system. It also has some dry air wrapping into the center, and it's also moving fairly fast, so it doesn't have all that long before it makes landfall somewhere generally west of Galveston and Houston late tonight into early tomorrow, probably before dawn on Monday. This will have made landfall. So it is almost running out of time. It has some time, and models are definitely showing a lot of intensification for tonight due to very warm waters near 87 degrees at the surface here. Over this water it's about to move over, but we'll see. There are some limiting factors like I just mentioned. So right now it's forecast to be possibly a low-end Category 1 hurricane upon landfall, which would be before dawn on Monday. Again, you can see to the southwest, perhaps just of Galveston and Houston, and then it continues inland. Now, as it does so, it's not really affecting us. We are not looking for direct impacts at all, but it will eventually drag in some moisture once it's to the north of us, and that's why we are waiting until Tuesday, really, for any sort of rain associated with Beryl for most of southeast Louisiana and coastal Mississippi. The upper pattern still shows the two highs on either side, and here's the trough. It moves up to the north and gets absorbed by that trough as it moves inland over the United States in the next few days. There are tropical storm and hurricane warnings in effect. Tropical storm in orange and hurricane in red. So a big chunk of the Texas coast, in fact, almost all of it, under some sort of warning at this point. Storm surge will be an issue, especially for the pink area to the west of Houston and including toward Galveston. Some high storm surge numbers up to 4 to 7 feet. For southwest Louisiana, it's looking more like 1 to 3 feet. And where we are, we may see tides just running a little above average, maybe a foot or two at the most, I think, on Monday and into Tuesday. Our rainfall forecast is going to be a big thing for southeast Texas. 5 to 10 inches in the oranges and yellows. But the National Weather Service is warning there could be a few spots that could hit 15 inches for rain totals. And this would be from tonight through Monday night. For us, this is the next 7 days. In the blues, we're looking for up to about an inch or two, and the purples would be about 2 inches. So we could see some rain for sure. Doesn't look like a lot of widespread flooding rain, but look at the flooding rain outlook. First of all, for tonight, it is high along the coast there. Tomorrow, a big part of eastern Texas, including Houston, under that higher risk. And then for Tuesday, we're under a low marginal risk for any sort of flooding rain. Here is our precision cast. This is by 4 a.m. Monday. That's when this particular model has that landfall to the west of Houston. We'll move through the day on Monday. We do have a decent chance for a few scattered showers, but we'll have to wait until Tuesday for a slightly more widespread rain seen. This could be by about 11 a.m. Tuesday and then into the afternoon and evening, maybe a little bit less. But I would say for our local Beryl impacts, scattered rain Tuesday, and we'll watch for a few heavy downpours, but I think it should be mostly manageable, 1 to 2 inches. Higher than normal tides possible, choppy seas off the coast, and actually a little bit of a breeze that's already started today and should continue Monday and Tuesday, just up to about 15 miles per hour or so. The other thing, though, we're watching before we get to Tuesday with the rain is a heat advisory, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. tomorrow. Feels like temperatures up to 112. Today it's been hot too, 92 for the high, and we have not seen a lot of rain. Current temperatures lower 90s, but a little bit of movement to the air you may have noticed. Tonight we look for lows in the upper 70s to about 80, not much of a rain chance. Tomorrow, a little bit of a breeze from the south up to 15 miles per hour. That high may be near 94, but again, the heat index closer to 110 it looks like. And then Tuesday we'll gear up for that slightly higher chance for rain and a break in temperatures, as well as a breeze and some clouds, so a different feel there. And then we're back to normal summertime weather for the rest of the week.
The NOLA Gold will experience a first